My celebrity bride stood everyone up during her Chilangamlilo story time. It's a Monday morning on the days that I usually do my bookings. I received a message from a bride and she introduces herself by her Facebook famous name. So immediately I'm able to recognize her from her name. I know who I'm talking to, I know who I'm dealing with. This is the first time me and her ever communicating. I'm actually happy she's found my business because I'm a fairly small business. I'm not well known here in Zambia. This booking is quite quick and pleasant. She just gets in touch. She tells me what she wants. She sends me her inspo. She tells me, do you think you can manage this? So she books me for hair and makeup. She sends me an inspo for both. We agree that I can manage the work. She confirms her booking by paying a deposit, which is non-refundable, which is fairly easy to deal with. She pays her deposit in no time. I receive my notification and her booking is set. It's set for Saturday, the day of her Chilangamlilo. So she comes back a few hours later. She tells me, I found that my nail tech is booked for the day that I would like to do my nails. Would you happen to know anyone that you can come with the day of my Chilangamlilo and have my nails done? Because I want everything to be done in one place to save on time. So I tell her I don't know anyone, but I have a friend who does nails. So let me try and contact him to see if he's got an available booking for that date. So I ask my friend, the nail tech. He confirms that he's got an available slot, and I tell him the celebrity that we're going to be working with, just so that he has his game up there. So I tell him everything. We agree on the time we're going to go to her place and everything is set. So I let her know I have a nail tech friend who can come and do her nails the day of at the place of the Chilangamlilo, where the Chilangamlilo will be taking place. By the way, this foundation is beautiful. Thank you, Swek. My foundation is from Swek, for those who might want to ask. So we agree that he's going to come and I give her his line. She sends over her deposit to secure the slot. Just like that, this booking is done. We're confirmed. We're going to be working on this bride for her Chilangamlilo. So I'm booked for makeup and hair, just to clarify. My friend is booked for nails. So everything is going to be happening the day of. Everything is easy peasy. We're waiting for the day of the appointment. This appointment was set for 8 hours. So 8 hours is the time that the bride is supposed to be ready and she's supposed to start cooking. So just in case I have some non-Zambian viewers, so a Chilangamlilo is basically an event in Zambia where a bride is required to prepare different meals that her family and her tribe usually eat. Like what the husband should expect to eat once they are married, like what meals she can prepare in the home. I think that's what it is. I've never had a Chilangamlilo, but those who know more information, please correct us in case I'm wrong. So this booking was quite far from my place and nail tech's place. So our transportation costs were supposed to be paid after our appointment when we're done with everything. So I had my own transport cost and the nail tech had his own transport cost because we don't work together or not from the same location. So the bride agreed to this during our consultation and she said that's fine with her. She was going to pay. Saturday comes, it's finally the day of the Chilangamlilo. In the morning, I text the bride to ask for her location. She sends her location. I also forward it to the nail tech so that we're both on time and on track. We're moving at the same pace. So the nail tech lets me know that he's starting off. At this point, I'm also on my way. I'm on my angle. Upon getting there, I ask for where I can find the bride. I ask the people around. There are a lot of people gathered at this point. People want to start cooking. People are drumming. Just a typical Chilangamlilo day. So I ask around where I can find the bride. And then her cousin, as she introduces herself, tells me to go inside and that the bride will be there soon. She had gone to run an errand, she tells me. So for her Chilangamlilo day, from the Chilangamlilos I've seen, it was a bit weird that she had an errand to run. But these events are stressful. So maybe there was something that she had to grab last minute. So I tell her, oh, okay, I can wait. A few minutes later, the nail tech arrives as well. So he asks where the bride is. I inform him, just like I have been informed, that she'll be getting here soon. She had gone to pick up something. This is roughly 5 to 6 in the morning. Because remember, the bride is supposed to be ready at 8. So we needed to leave good time to get everything done. Because she was doing her hair, nails, and makeup. So the game plan was, as I'm doing the hair and makeup, the nail tech will be doing her nails as well. I noticed it's almost 6:30. It's been like 30 minutes roughly from the time we got here. and the bride is not yet here. So I choose to call her myself because she's delaying, and obviously it's a Saturday. There are other appointments waiting, and the nail tech is also worried at this point. Like, where is this person that we're working on? He also has a shop that he needs to open. Time is running. We choose to call the bride. She tells us to wait for 10 to 15 minutes and that she'll be there. So we say, okay, that's not too bad. We choose to wait. At this point, we are already at the location. It's so far. We can't bail out at this point. We need transport money. We need our time catered for. It's been so long, we've been waiting for her, so we're forced to just wait to get our payments and go. So at this point, it's been more than 30 minutes from the time the bride said she was coming. So I choose to call because it's now delaying my other appointments, because I don't think we'll be able to finish before 8. So I start calling her again, and this time all my calls went unanswered. I send messages, there's no one to respond to me. I tried to ask around the house who she was with, but no one gave me proper information on who else we could contact. We also asked other people to help us contact her on our behalf, but they also said they don't know where she is. At this point, tempers are rising. The Wanachimbusas, who are the ladies who guide the new bride into marriage, they're also getting pissed off because I think she's supposed to perform some rites and passages or whatever it's called, some traditions at the Chilangamlilo. She's supposed to be cooking or something, and she's not there. So people's tempers are rising. We are also getting pissed off because time. Just to fill in the gaps of those who don't know how a Chilangamlilo goes. So this food that she's going to present to her soon-to-be husband is cooked at her place, the bride's place. I assume if she lives with her parents, probably it's going to be cooked there. Then it's taken to the groom's place, where he's going to be living or where he lives, something like that. But so the bride is supposed to be actively involved in this cooking. She's going to be preparing these meals for her husband. So when people notice the bride is not there, everyone is panicking, people are upset. At this point, it's been 2 hours from the time that the bride said she's going to get here. It's 8:30 something, I think, or close to 9. So we choose to call again. This time she's not picking, nothing. She's not picking, she's not getting back to us. She's not responding to anyone, not even the people that are expecting her, like other elderly people at the Chilangamlilo. She's not responding to anyone. She shows up at about 11. She misses all the things that she's supposed to cook because people have to take this food to the groom at 14. So they just choose to proceed, but everyone is super, super vexed. So she misses that. She shows up at 11. At 11, the bride finally shows up. In case you're wondering why we chose to stay, we didn't have transport money to get back where we came from. This place was far, as earlier mentioned. So we almost had no option but to wait for her to return so that she could pay us. Because at this point, she was supposed to pay whether we did the service or not, because we showed up, and that's what the policy says. At least my policy said that, as the hairdresser and the makeup artist. So she was supposed to pay for that, so this could cater for our transport. So at 11, when the bride shows up, to my greatest surprise, her hair is done, the same hairstyle that she requested from me. Her nails are done. The nail tech at this point is also shocked. We're in awe of what's going on. Like, you'd literally responded to say you'll be here, and she knew that the nail tech was here. She knew that I was there to attend to her hair and her makeup, but she comes with all these things done. So we're just shocked at this point. So the nail tech tells her that he would like to start off. He's got other clients, because clearly there's nothing he's going to do here. He reminds her of his policy, saying because she showed up, she'll need to pay the full price because she's there already. If she had cancelled earlier, she should have said, so that all she would have forfeited is her booking deposit. But since she didn't mention to him, he wanted to leave and he needed his money. So as he was saying this, an elderly lady who needed her outside for her ceremony came in. So she requested to say, no, give me a minute. She told the nail tech, give me a minute, I'll be back. After she went to do some stuff outside, I think part of the traditional things, she came back in. So when she came back in, she just told me, no, I managed to do my hair. You can just do my makeup. Like, it was just passive, like as if there's nothing wrong. So in my head, I'm just like, I thought you booked for both. So I choose to calm down first, and then I tell her, you told me you were going to book for both makeup and hair. So because I'm already here, I would have booked with someone else, but because I'm already here, you have to pay for both. So she doesn't respond to this. And then she tells me, okay, can we just get started on the makeup? So I start with the belief that she has understood what me and the nail tech have said. So I'm doing her makeup and the nail tech is waiting for him to be paid. And since we know each other, the agreement was that we were going to leave at the same time. So I'm doing her makeup. This is a stressful appointment because everyone is waiting on her. All the elderly people are very, very upset. Like, I'm literally feeling bad for her because people are shouting at her. The Wanachimbusas are on her case. Like, it's bad. So I'm trying to hurry. In no time, I get her bit done. And from what she says, she likes it. And her reaction, she liked it, but we're too busy to even focus on that. I didn't even manage to take any pictures because this was hectic. So immediately she's done, Havana Chimbusa tells her to dress up. I think there's a t-shirt that she was supposed to wear. You wear a t-shirt and then at some point you change into like your formal dress. So Havana Chimbusa tells her to wear her t-shirt. So the Havana Chimbusa tells us to give her just a few minutes that she'll be back and say to us. So at this point we're already running late. So we choose to wait, and this is an elderly woman requesting. So we just choose to give her some time, and we could see the pressure that she was in, so we didn't want to make it worse. So we choose to give her some time, and then when she's gone out, we notice she's taking long. So we choose to go out there to see what's going on because we're done in the house. We pack up and we choose to wait outside. So outside, this is the biggest shock. Like, I have never seen this being done anywhere. But because she was late, she was given a punishment, a very stiff punishment. So I don't know who does the punishments, but I mean rather who gives the punishments, but she was given a very stiff punishment. She's told to roll on the ground, like on the ground, like not on a slab, not on a concrete floor, on the ground, like she's rolling in dirt. This is her punishment. She's told to roll in dirt to every adult, and then she was supposed to kunkula. Those who don't know kunkulaling, it's a form of respect in Zambia where a woman is going to lay on her side and more like do this gesture, and then lay to the other side and do the same gesture. So she lays flat completely on the ground on her side, and then she does this gesture, and then she does the same gesture on the other side. But this is tiring because she's supposed to do this for every single adult that is at this event. So she does that for every single adult, and then when she's done, she's taken back inside the house. So we follow her and request our payment. She refuses to pay the nail tech because he didn't do anything. But this is wrong because this guy literally showed up. She requested that he shows up. And also, he clearly told her when we were starting off. So she was expecting me and the nail tech. So she refuses to pay the nail tech. She also refuses to pay me for the hair services, of which my policy was that if you cancel when I'm already at the appointment, if I was supposed to work on 5 people, I work on 4, because the 4th person cancels, you will still pay for the 5th person. The same applies to this appointment. So she refused to pay for that because apparently we didn't get those services done, and she's saying, I don't care, you guys didn't do that work, I went to someone else, what did you want me to do? I found someone who was closer while I was in town, so I chose to do those things there. That's none of your business who does my things. So she only pays for makeup. She doesn't even give us for transport. So at this point, we're just shocked. The nail tech is very upset because this is time wasted. His whole day is gone at this point. Because this point we're talking about, it's almost 12. His whole day is gone. She doesn't pay him for anything, not even transport, because apparently he didn't do any of the services that he came for. Guys, really? And then for me, all she pays for is makeup. My transport is not paid for. Nothing is paid for. The nail tech causes a fuss. They exchange words here and there. She's very mean, by the way. She's very, very mean. She's talking in a very mean way. So for me, my assumption was she's probably stressed, and everything that she was told to do by the elderly people, like to apologize to everyone by kunkulaling. So I just ignore it. For me, I just ignore it. Like, I'm not in the mood. I've seen how the argument is going with the nail tech. They're not going anywhere. So I choose not to join their fight. So I just ignore it. When we go outside, because at this point she goes outside, we choose to just leave this chaotic appointment. When she goes outside, we find her standing in the sun, and apparently they punished her to stand in the sun. From the time people were cooking, like all those meals where because the bride doesn't cook all the meals, she's got people who help her. So as people are helping, where those times where the bride goes to sit down, they come back outside, do some cooking, go back, something like that. She's told to sit in the sun the whole time and wait for this thing to pass. And she's also told she'll sit in the sun until the people taking the food come back. Guys, I felt so bad for her. I had no energy to even ask for my money. I just let it go because she was punished badly. I mean, how do you stand up the elderly people, even your Chimbusas. I thought these people are like supposed to be like respected. So it was just very shocking for me. And from how she treated us and how she treated those adults, we could tell she's just disrespectful. Because if she can treat her Chimbusas like that, who are we? Do you think we should have charged her for everything? Like, should we have caused the fuss? Because she was refusing to pay. Should we have gone on and, I don't know, argued with her till we got her money? Or it was right to just let her go because she was being punished badly at this point?